Hey, this is Brett Q from MotoSport.com. Thanks for checking out the drive section of our website. Let's go over some of the components of the drive system and answer some questions you might have. Sprockets are a very crucial part of your drive system, which are often overlooked. Let's go over some of the differences when choosing which sprocket is right for you. There are two main differences when choosing a sprocket: steel and aluminum. Steel sprockets are a very cost-effective option, which also have a longer lifespan. The only disadvantage to a steel sprocket is weight. Steel sprockets are heavier than aluminum. Aluminum sprockets are a performance-based option due to their light weight. They also come in a variety of colors. Another important thought when choosing a sprocket is teeth count. Rear sprockets typically run from 48 to 53 teeth, with front sprockets ranging from 12 to 14 teeth. A larger rear sprocket is ideal for tracks or trails with tight corners and low speeds. A smaller rear sprocket is ideal for tracks or trails with higher speeds and more wide open sections. Remember, changing one tooth on the front sprocket equals 3 on the rear. When replacing your sprocket, make sure to check the condition of your bolts and replace as needed. Be sure to use thread lock during installation. Like sprockets, there are a few different chains to choose from: non-O-ring, O-ring, and X-ring. First, we have non-O-ring chains. These are a performance-based option which minimize the drag in the rear wheel. The disadvantage is the lifespan. Non-O-ring chains do not last quite as long as the others. Next, we have O-ring chains. O-ring chains get their name because of the O-shaped rubber pieces sandwiched between each link. The reason for this is to better retain lubricant, which reduces wear and ultimately leads to a longer lifespan. The disadvantage to an O-ring chain is that the rear wheel does not spin quite as freely as with a non-O-ring. Last, we have an X-ring chain. An X-ring is much like an O-ring. The only difference is the shape of the outside of each rubber piece. This helps reduce some of the drag in the rear wheel without losing the longevity of an O-ring chain. Being the most expensive of the three options, the disadvantage of the X-ring is cost. Remember, it's always a good idea to replace chains and sprockets together. Replacing one without the other will cause unnecessary wear and shorter lifespan. Chain blocks, chain rollers, and rub plates are often overlooked when thinking of items to replace. If a chain block wears through, it can cause damage to your bike or break your chain. Aside from OEM, there are a couple different options when looking to replace. The first option is a higher strength material, such as this TM DesignWorks kit, which comes in a set with a block, roller, and rub plate. The higher strength plastic leads to a longer lifespan. As a more cost-effective option, you can look at OEM replacement kits, such as this one from Acerbis. A majority of the time when you replace the chain, you will need to use a chain breaker. This can be a good tool to have around the shop. Chain lube is an essential part of maintaining your bike. Be sure to use a good quality chain lube before each time you ride. When replacing your chain and sprockets, it's a good idea to check your wheel spacers and replace as needed. These aftermarket wheel spacers, which are found on our website, come in cool colors and are a cost-effective option when compared to OEM. Thanks for checking out this video about our drive section. Hopefully this will help you with what your bike may need. As always, our friendly staff is here to help out, so let us know if you have any questions.